Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video on my channel. And today I'm actually going back to the games that I grew up with, that marginally and with a big part shaped my childhood and arguably who I am today. The games I'm talking about are obviously Asphalt 8 Airborne and Real Racing 3. Now, quick disclaimer before we get into the video. I know I said I would only do the game that shaped my childhood, but because of special circumstances I decided to include Real Racing 3 as well. Okay, with nothing else to add, let's get started. Asphalt 8 Airborne, I started playing, the first time I remember playing it was December 17th of 2013. That is over 12 years ago. Yeah. With Real Racing 3 it's actually September of 2013, so actually I played Real Racing 3 first before I even noticed the existence of Asphalt 8. But that Asphalt 8 would become my main game for almost 11 years since 2013. I would have never imagined it. Now, Asphalt 8 was same as Asphalt 9. At first I just played it for the fun, and then at some point I noticed that I was getting a little bit good at the game and decided to see what I could do. And well, you can see on my YouTube channel what I'm currently doing with Asphalt 9, how I am currently still on the process of improving. And yeah, I don't think in Asphalt 8 you can nowadays improve anymore. This is not to make myself look better than I am, but at my peak, as you would say nowadays, I actually had for a short amount of time 3 different world records in my hand, which is still such an achievement for me personally. Today, I think all of them are easily broken by now. For the people who don't know what I'm talking about, I also deleted all the videos about this topic, so I don't even consider myself even a holder of these world records anymore, since I don't have evidence to prove it that I've did them. So that's self-explanatory, I think. However, the 3 world records were most wins in a row in either multiplayer mode. I think I was something in the 50s. 50 races in a row finished in first place. Then I had the world record for the shortest amount of time used from unranked, aka rank 1000, up to rank 1800, aka Elite League. And then with that one also subsequently came the third one, which was the least races used to in the new multiplayer. I'm in the new multiplayer, by the way. In the new multiplayer, used to go from unranked to Elite League, which was like, I think I did 16 or 17 races to go from 1000 to 1800. I still don't know to this day how I did it. Yeah, you will see in the background some Real Racing 3 and Asphalt 8 gameplay. You can see that my skill in both games sadly declined a little bit, but in Asphalt 8 I would argue that is simply because I didn't play for over a year straight, and simply because I don't really care anymore about Asphalt 8. But in this video I want to talk about how that happened and why these games shaped my childhood the way they did. They shaped my childhood obviously because on my first phone these were the 2 first racing games I played, and the first 2 I also fell in love with. I still love both games today. Real Racing 3 I still play today. Asphalt 8, however, I do not, simply because of the changes Vivendi made in the background to the game. I simply don't recognize the old game that I love to play anymore, to be honest. I don't see the childhood in that game anymore that I had. I still see a little bit of it, but not anymore everything of it, which is kinda sad. So, yeah. These games made my childhood pretty much from, I think at the time I was 8 years old, so like pretty young. Now I'm 20, 12 years later, almost 21 in 2 months, not even anymore, like 1.5. It's crazy to me to know if I wouldn't have started with A8, I wouldn't sit here, probably wouldn't even like cars in general, wouldn't collect diecasts, wouldn't play racing games on YouTube and in private very much. I probably would be a completely different guy. So, same obviously goes for Real Racing 3. I still love the attempt to very realistic racing. I still love that. I love sim racing at all. So I'm saying it 20 times in this video, but I just love cars and racing. So yeah. I'm actually pretty glad that I found them, but I'm sad that Asphalt 8 declined so much in its brilliance from 2016 to 2020. In my opinion, the time period of 2016 to 2020 was the peak of the game, with the September update of 2021 introducing the ultimate upgrades, which were at the time only pay to win available. In my opinion, that was the update of the big downfall. Now, many people actually blame Gameloft for this, but to be honest, if you look into the history, it wasn't Gameloft. It wasn't the Gameloft devs at all. If you remember, Gameloft developed from Asphalt Urban GT up to Asphalt 8, everything on their own. They were a separate, completely alone standing company making these games. And they loved the appeal of free-to-play games. However, sadly, they couldn't make enough money from ads and in-game purchases, no matter what, and went bankrupt and got bought by Vivendi. Now, arguably after Vivendi acquired everything of Gameloft, every game got a lot more pay to win. So, blaming Gameloft, the original Gameloft devs especially, blaming these people for only making money with a racing game that was once good, is in my opinion completely wrong and are only said by people that don't know the correct history of these games. Gameloft wanted to make or loved the appeal to free-to-play games with, hey, you can buy this, but you don't have to because you will unlock it eventually even. No matter what. So Vivendi was just, yeah, now give us your money as much as possible, please. So please, if you hate on Asphalt 8 and the pay to win scheme that is in there, which is arguably even worse than Asphalt 9's pay to win system, then please don't use the Gameloft name. Call Vivendi out for it. I know Gameloft is listed as the creator of the game because that is true. Gameloft is the developing and leading studio for Asphalt 8, Asphalt 9 and all other current Asphalt games and in general all Gameloft games. But Vivendi stands behind it and Vivendi has the last saying since it's the owner of Gameloft. Just to remember yourself. And yeah. It's sad. I've said this 5 times already. It's just sad. I can't say anything else about it. I would have loved to see the peak of Asphalt 8 go on forever, but sadly everything good has to end. Same sadly goes for Real Racing 3 actually, because as you may know, Real Racing 3 is getting shut down, deleted, wiped from existence. Since the 18th of December, you can't even download it from the Google Play Store. About the Apple Play Store, I am not sure, simply because I don't have an iPhone or iOS using laptop, whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say here. I got re-downloaded Real Racing 3 from a third party, but very trustable actually, downloader. I'm not going to name drop because I don't want to get into legal trouble or anything. I don't know if they removed it until now. If you re-download it from there, it automatically connects to your Google Play account nonetheless in-game, so you won't lose any progress at all. And yeah, I re-downloaded it, and you can see in the last season is almost as long as, I think actually, no, not only half of it. The game got delisted on December 18th and will be shut down on March 16th of 2026, which is quite sad because, as I already said in the beginning, I played that game since 2013 as well, so in 2026 that is almost 13 years, which is just insane. Having, no, not 16 years, 13 years, I'm sorry. Being able to play both of these games for such a long time is something I'm gonna be grateful forever, nonetheless, no matter the current state of these games. But sadly, I'm growing up and I need to accept the fact that my childhood games are gonna get deleted one by one over the time. But I do hope that, for example, Asphalt 9 or Need for Speed No Limits, which is the next game of EA, or the latest game of EA for mobile games, I think, racing games in that matter. I hope that these games shape some young boy or young girl in the way they did with me. I actually wanted to make this video not so sad, but talking about this, I can't do otherwise than slip back into the memories I made with these games. And it actually makes me quite emotional, because I'm thankful for that. Without all of that, I wouldn't be here and making these videos. I wouldn't sit here and record my voice talking some dumb shit in English on my phone right now for 14 minutes straight. Yeah. Something we all need to get used to, it, sadly. And yeah. Maybe I will make some videos about Real Racing 3 and upload them on my YouTube, because I want to make some last final memories with that game, especially since it's getting deleted. And once the servers are shut off, it is said that you can't access the game at all. I do hope they somehow find a way to make the offline part, meaning career, the both career options, motorsport, and the regular one. I hope they make it possible that you can access them no matter what, that you can play them in offline mode. And yeah, thank you for everything. Because of these games, I am who I am, and I love actually who I am. I love being a guy who loves cars, who loves history of a car, who loves racing games, and who loves sharing this online on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever else, and finding people that have the same opinion or the same liking as me. And yeah, one quick little fact that I forgot to add before I'm going to end this video: the arguably main reason for RR3 being shut down is its age. Obviously, 13 years is an insane, in my opinion, insane age for a mobile racing game. It is still as beautiful as it was in 2013. We had some minor upgrades in the graphics, but back then it was already beautiful, and it is still today. But not only the age is, in my opinion, a reason, but also the fact that EA is currently going from public ownership into private ownership. So that could be a reason that they said, hey, we will buy you if you shut down these old games, because we want to save money and for the servers, and you get what I mean. But it's still so sad. EA, I don't think anyone from EA is watching this, but in the small case they do. Please, I don't care if you shut down the servers or anything, but please make it an available offline game. I just want to be able to access it whenever I want on my phone. Not until March 16th and then never again. Okay, now I'm almost at 20 minutes, which is the maximum time that I wanted to do for this video. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching and listening until the end. Let me know let me know in the comments your opinion about Asphalt 8, Asphalt 8's downfall, and or Real Racing 3's history. And obviously let me know in the comments what was your main games that you grew up watching or playing. And yeah, thank you so much for staying until the end. Thank you so much for the current support and the recent and forever lasting kind of support on my videos, posts, shorts, whatever. I'm very thankful for that. I love reading all of these positive and kind comments and sharing informations around. Let's go together into 2026. I see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful time. If you didn't already, please consider liking and subscribing. And then I wish you a very wonderful Christmas. Today, actually, when you are going to watch this video, on the 24th of December, Germany is going to celebrate Heiligabend, which is pretty much Christmas evening. And for my dear Americans and people on my lovely British people, I wish you a very wonderful Christmas Eve today, and tomorrow a really great Christmas. And yeah, I catch you again in the next video. I don't know when will that be, or if it's still in 2026, in 2025, or it will be around the new year. But yeah, until then, have a wonderful, wonderful time. I wish you only the best of luck. I only wish you the best of gifts and presents that you can get. And yeah, enjoy the time with your family. Bye bye, guys.